Good evening, everyone. It is 9:31 p.m. here in Tokyo on February 16th, 2024. That was a bit of a surprise. I always forget to turn that mute that, which it didn't default to on. I am your host, Richard Pocky Kim. Welcome to Pocky Tank Train Entertainment, episode 41. More Endwalker.
Ora, minna, konbanwa.
Konbanwa ne?
I said, ora, minna.
So ne? So.
Ora.
Yes, Christopher. You gonna watch? You gonna stay and watch? Or you gonna go back to your room?
Let's stay and watch.
All right.
Excuse me.
We're gonna be continuing our adventures through Endwalker tonight. I'll see how long I can stay awake because I do have some stuff to take care of tomorrow, unfortunately.
No, for dinner. That was my phone on. I plugged it into charge.
Turn the volume down, Christopher. Please. Okay.
I'm not sure how that will help with the charge noise.
I don't know either, but...
That did not.
Okay, then stop plugging it in and plugging it in then. So, when we last... Osoi, osore. So we're going to go ahead and continue our quests through here. I'm going to go ahead and take care of this one side quest first because it gives a Aether Current. But then after that we'll get back to the MSQ. Only real news is a quick reminder that if you're playing the game to do your Valentine's Day quest, it's available till I believe the 21st. Don't quote me on that. I don't remember off the top of my head, but I think the 21st is what this said when I looked at the page last. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and actually, there we go. Go save this poor monster from these other monsters. Wayward Troll. All right. You guys leave this poor thing alone. Hello, troll. Grrr. Give up the right fruit. Wah!
Aw, he looks cute.
He does look cute. We just rescued him. Alright, let's go ahead and head back now and turn the quest in.
They look cuter when they have a veil fall.
Yes, they do.
Whoa, that red incense looks like bad juju.
The center Anala does not only look like it's... Oh, you mean that?
Hmm?
Yeah, I don't know what that is, so...
It's probably bad juju.
Maybe.
It might not.
It might be bad. We don't know, Christopher. In a game like Final Fantasy, you can't assume something is not automatically good or bad just on its appearance. And in fact, judging anything on just its appearance is never a good thing. I cannot jump that way.
Have we been in this place before?
This is a new, generally speaking, a newer area, but we were here last week, Christopher.
Ah.
So, there we are. And the Vexed Veterinarian. Look, he's returned. I can't thank you enough. I know they may not look it, but trolls are really quite intelligent. Indeed, they are an intrinsic part of the woodland of Labyrinthos, and keep it healthy and thriving.
Okay, that's good.
Though we have a responsibility to put down the more violent and unruly ones, most trolls, such as this one, are kind, docile things. In fact, my friend here has a real chance of becoming leader of his tribe, perhaps even guardian of the forest someday. It is we who saw these creatures removed from their natural habitats and relocated them within Labyrinthos. Thus, we have a responsibility to watch over them, to ensure they are well. And it would be too cruel to dispose of one simply just because they're under the weather. That's true. Ah yes, your reward. Here. As promised. Now then, it's high time I saw this fellow return to the outer circuit. Farewell, adventurer. Yay,
Have a good
either
time
current.
scroll. Oh my god. Okay.
Yeah, it's
I give him credit for a trust joke.
You can do that if you want. They have very
It's a funny name. It's
They
funny.
have they do a lot of punny names. This is true.
And
All right.
punny. You made that accidental joke over that.
Indeed. All right. I believe there he is. Steady current. We ran past him earlier, so.
Excuse me.
Okay. You're excused. Helping with the arc? Even with all the power Master Cole's managed to squeeze out of the air of the burner, it's still not enough, apparently.
That stuff was beautiful, Ronald.
And now I hear the final days have arrived. Horrible creatures running rampant all over. If only we'd begun the exodus sooner. People are dying, and there'll be no end to it if we don't fulfill our duties. But we will. We've spent years preparing for this moment. Believe in the plan, and all will be well.
Somebody.
Alright, that's one person. You need to find 2 more people to ask about the situation.
Somebody. Never give up.
Yep. Never give up hope.
Wow, that guy looks weird.
Paul Tassan, hello. Offering to help? That's very kind, but I should be able to recognize the organized resident documents by myself. It's mostly lists of things we'll need once we arrive on the moon, and then whichever star we choose to is our new home. My duties largely concern the maintenance of the living conditions, so I'll be a lot busier after we depart. I hear that our lunar collaborators have come down to assist in our efforts. I'm looking forward to finally meeting them in person, after having communicated with them in such a limited capacity thus far. To be perfectly honest, I've not even the slightest idea what they look like. I do hope they're not enormous looming giants. Well, I would prefer something small and fluffy, like the beheaded rabbit that ran by.
The rabbit was going around.
Yep, we know that, but she doesn't. So.
Oh.
Okay.
That's a
One more
frog of a
person.
game.
It's a frog. Frogs have been a part of Final Fantasy as characters for a while now, so it's not surprising to see excuse me, a frog with a walking stick. Silken Grin. Oh, hello. Are you one of the new helpers?
No.
Yes, we are, Chris.
No.
Working on the other burner? Oh dear. I hear things have come to a standstill on that front. Even so, I choose that over my current duties. Checking and letting samples day in, day out. It's tiring, thankless work. Still, no one will be cross if I misplace a few legumes of what have you, or what. Still, no one will be cross if I misplace a few legumes or what have you. The Forum's got enough on their plate as it is. What with deciding who gets to board the Ark and when. Lots of powerful people have opinions about that. My heart goes out to Master Forenshaw and the others. Hardly get a moment's rest, I expect. Do they even have time to sleep? Alright, so we talked to the 3 people to try to help them. They did not need our help. So now we go back to
Oh my god.
the beheaded rabbit. Wait, what the heck was that? That was
A mouse.
Yes, it is. Yes, Christopher.
Probably one you want.
I don't know, but I'm just kind of curious to see what it looks like. Hey, come back here.
Oi, mate.
Mate kudasai.
Shortcut.
It's a dragon.
Okay, that's a dragon type, right? We got to make one.
That's kind of cool. I'm not as big into collecting mounts. I tend to have a couple I like a lot and then I'm good. And besides, in addition to my steady mount Miyuki, I have... Let's try that again. Cool robot!
That kind of reminds me of the Can Transform and Fly.
So...
That reminds me of the...
What?
That mount reminded me of Cruise Chaser. Right, those living way.
Yep.
Singing way, cooking way, going way.
To it appear the Loppers have infiltrated Charlian's most heavily guarded facility. How, I know not.
Oh, so cute.
What joy to sample the delights of the Aetherus. How marvelous it is to see you again. You'll be pleased to hear I've learned much about it since our fascinating discussion at the Curatorium. It's all thanks to Uriander, you see. He's taught me about the finer points of cooking, which, despite my name, I knew very little about. So many dishes, so many hard to pronounce words. Actually, I was rather hoping he'd show me how to bake an Archon loaf. Oh, Lord, not an Archon loaf again.
Uh-oh.
Archon loaves are very nutritious, but very bland. They're quite popular, I hear, but it doesn't sound like it contains any flavor to speak of. Still, if that's the sort of thing your kind enjoys, I shall make enough that last the whole journey. Please don't.
Not just that. Make other kinds of food as well.
Crikey, I wasn't expecting to see you here, Celessa.
What?
I'm sorry I didn't have a chance to say goodbye, and for having those other loppers attack you. Terrible misunderstanding that. Not to worry, though, as all have recovered from the rather savage beating you administered. Well, you know, they attacked me. I had to fight back.
Quack, quack, quack.
Shh, not so loud, okay? They bear you no ill will. Well, perhaps a little, on account of the savagery, but time heals all wounds. Most, anyway. Okay, Living Way, what's up? Fancy meeting you here, Celessa. Our friends in the farm brought us to see their teeny tiny toy boat, which was quite impressive considering they didn't use any creation magics. What we're really interested in is Aetherus itself, though we now find ourselves in sort of a funny underground miniaturized version of it. There we go. We were hoping the forum would give us a guided tour, but it appears they're rather preoccupied. Honestly, all that time to prepare, they're still not ready. I suppose we'll have to show ourselves around, or at least that's what we were planning to do until we chanced upon Uriander and your good self. Since you're both dawdling about, engaging in idle chit-chat, perhaps you can show us a few points of interest. Wouldn't that be fun?
No,
oh wait, I forgot. Change jobs. Get XP for Sage. I'm saying it fast forwarded. Okay, once is enough, Christopher. Okay, I shouldn't do too much either. All right, Urianger. Try as he might, Urianger cannot free himself of the Loporits.
Oh, Yonzo. Wait, did you got up the living way, going singing and cooking way?
Well, they want a tour, and they're sticking with him. They won't leave him alone. So...
You should talk to them. Yeah,
a terror labyrinthus? An unexpected, yet prudent suggestion.
How I saw.
Given the similarities betwixt this artificial environment, the best ways burrow, 'twould be in our best interest to have the Loporits acquaint themselves with those conditions deemed optimal by their Charlayan collaborators. That's not the mouthful.
Have a thing for him.
I fear, however, that continued reliance upon my limited knowledge would risk narrowing rather than broadening their perspectives. Mayhap thou art better suited to lead this venture. What a marvelous idea! Might we begin with that great big what's-it over yonder?
Yonder?
Ah, yes, the what's-it. I shall leave its explanation to Celessa. Thanks, Urianger. Man.
Bell's not following them. Follow Yonzo!
No, they're gonna keep following him. That makes sense, but, man. What are we talking about? What's-it over there? Lord, hold on.
Oh, no.
What is the what's-it? Like... that? Sochi?
Oh, over there. There they are.
Yeah, they're looking at this thing here. I don't even know what that is. Okay.
Well,
thanks, Urianger. Considering singing away and growing away specialties, I expect them to pay full attention to your explanations, which I am sure will be most informative. Oh boy. Excuse me 1 second, folks. Excuse me. This is all very intriguing, I'm sure, But where are the food preparation stations? The, what was your word for it? Kitchens?
Yes.
That reminds me. Puddingway, our newly appointed chef of pudding research, a discipline he himself founded after sampling Uriager's delights, has gone in search of Aether's ultimate sweet treat. Well, provided it's pudding, that's all he ever talks about these days. Have you seen him?
I wonder where he went.
Boy.
He's probably family know what I'm putting in.
My word, what magnificent architecture. Such immaculate curvature. I'll have to make several adjustments to my work environment to match this degree of craftsmanship. I should leave no corner unrounded.
No, leave some corners unrounded.
Yes, exactly. Leave some. That's a good point, Christopher. Yes.
Everyone would be born.
Not everything needs to be rounded. The Lopper's technical expertise doth far outstrip our own. We would be wise to allow them to form their own conclusions as to the function of the various apparatus, rather than offer uninformed suppositions of our own. Unless, that is, unbeknownst to me, thou art possessed of surpassing knowledge concerning the construction and operation of advanced Charlian Watsits? Thanks, Uriager, you're a big help here. Okay, Singing Way. Goodness me! To build something so large without creation magics is positively stupendous. Perhaps you could direct our attention to its most important features? Search the apparatus for points of potential interest. And you may it's another one of these. Okay.
Apparatus.
Yeah, well, hold on. That looks like the trees in Greatest Evansvale. Hold on, that's a bit of a strange shape. It's thin at the bottom, but big and round at the top. Quite tall for something so unbalanced, too. Now it makes sense. That's where they store the water. Yeah, yes, of course.
It's mushroom. It's a weird thing. That's a good idea.
No.
Oh, tanks. Wait, up. Like a tube.
Metallic tube. Is that water I hear from inside that great big tube? It must be because of those cogs and that gigantic wheel at the top. Oh, I see. That's how they draw up the water. There's probably some sort of spiral-shaped mechanism inside it, too.
No.
No, they're right, Christopher. There's the river behind this. It's drawing the water up here. And then storing it in here and putting it in here, too.
But we're not dropping it.
The water well, there's a mechanism that pulls it up, Christopher. It's probably a water wheel. And it stores it in these tanks after it's been purified. It's a little hard to see from here, but is that a golden pipe connected to the top of those tanks? And I can see through that window another pipe at the bottom. This must be for purifying water drawn up from below. Sure. Well, if I were to hazard a guess, water drawn from underground, presumably with some other mechanism, is purified here and stored in that tower before being distributed elsewhere. I'm right, aren't I? I knew it. A design brilliant in simplicity. I dare say it would only take us a moment to install in even the harshest environments. For us Lopperts, that is. Indeed. Securing a reliable source of water is of the utmost importance for any fledgling settlement. We have read, however, that peoples of Aether sometimes make their homes in arid deserts and such. How are they able to survive? Morning, Cryptomancer. Hope you're doing well today.
Those bunnies are Lopwits. They're cute, don't they? I noticed that they have whiskers.
Well, rabbits have whiskers, Chris. Many settlements in Thanalan are built near an oasis. So wherever you choose to live, you're never far from water. Oh dear, I worry we won't be able to procure the necessary amount, and I know I'm not being consistent with their voices. I'm sorry, I can't remember which one's which. We can provide enough water to keep them from drying out completely, but it would appear they rely upon it far more than we anticipated. A few adjustments may be in order.
So singing
Once
means the builder or constructor.
Maybe. I don't know, honestly. I've lost track. Once we've calculated the average rate of consumption per individual, it may also be worth learning more about exactly how they obtain their water in the first place. Master Alphanod spoke of the machinery responsible for that feat during a journey through Logisticon Alpha, did he not? Mayhap the Loporits will share his appreciation for the engineering marvel. Oh yes, that sounds absolutely splendid. We must journey beyond the sanctuary of Charlian Hamlet. I shall lead the way.
Yes.
You mean we'll have to brave the untamed wilderness? A valid and concerned need. We could not help but notice the many dangerous-looking creatures with big, nasty teeth lurking behind the safe confines of this settlement. Were we not escorted here by burly custodians, I dread to think what would have become of us. Regrettably, to many a hungry predator with the aforementioned big, nasty teeth, Loporits may appear to be a potential and rather appetizing source of sustenance.
Oh, poor thing.
No, you haven't missed much yet. I did the one side quest for the Nether Current. That's it so far. So, I started and then I did the first parts of this just talking to the NPCs. So you've only missed maybe like a minute or two of this part of the story. Oh no! Might I impose upon thee to assist in securing safe passage to Logisticon Alpha? For my part, I shall act as escort to Living Way and Cooking Way. I entrust Singing Way and Growing Way to thy care. A more valiant protector they could not wish for. Godspeed. If it's all the same to you, I'd rather not be eaten by some horrid beastie. No cutscenes yet. No. Come along, Growing Way. To the water. The water extraction wants it.
Extraction wants it.
Kids, don't run ahead.
Well, kids, but they do seem like it.
Well, they're kids in the point of being inexperienced and such. They're probably thousands of years older than my character is, so.
Not probably, definitely.
Well, I don't know if it's hundreds or thousands, Chris. That's all. I think they mentioned it at some point earlier on, but it's been a while, so I don't recall. Growing Way and Singing Way and destination. I have the feeling the way forward is not as clear as we'd like. Could you go ahead and take a look? Perhaps you can tell the local PCs we're not nearly as delicious as we might appear? We're not delicious at all! Oishkanai desu! Oishkanai desu! Right, Chris?
Muffins!
Oh, hey. That's the only one? Alright, that's the only one. Thank you so much. I really hope this water stretching once is worth these harrowing experiences. All part of the fun, some might say, but I'd rather not be burnt to a crisp if it's all the same to you. I think I gave him an Australian accent earlier because of crikey or something like that. But I can't do an Australian accent, so there we go. Let's see here. I have, what, 2 more quests? 4 quests, so 3 plus the final storyline quest, and I have all the flight points for here too. Hooray! Ah. Yeah, true enough. Alright. That was all very exciting, but I'd rather not do it again. Wait, how exactly were we planning to head back later? Oh boy. You've done well to see those two here safely. They can be a bit skittish at the best of times, so I'm pleasantly surprised they didn't just run off and get themselves killed. Okay. I couldn't help noticing a distinct line of carrots along the way, or many of the other vegetables I was expecting to see, though I did catch a glimpse of some sort of bipedal tomato. Bipedal tomato, right. Bipedal tomato charging about.
The killer tomato.
No!
You, come on.
Yeah,
You
yes.
gotta give me that one.
No, I'm not.
Dang, Chris is being harsh tonight.
Ouch.
Chris, be nice to Mom.
I need some burn cream, please.
Let's keep moving. That building looks nice and solid and safe. Well, I guess when you're a bunny rabbit, many things are very threatening to you. My friends, I bid you welcome to Logisticon Alpha. Our destination doth lie at the top. Pray, follow me.
What is that accent?
Yeah, I remember there being a tomato. There's like a tomato and a radish and a few other things. So switch back to Sage. Get myself some more XPs. You will need to use this lift should you wish to go to the medial circuit. Let me know if you're headed that way. Yes. Okay. That was terrifying, but at least the scenery was more pleasant than what's his name? Garlemald. At the first impression of Aetherus, it was far from favorable. Anyways, onward and upwards, quite literally as is the case here. Forgive me for asking, but are we any closer to the kitchens? Come to think of it, why am I even here? Atmospheric manipulators are hardly my area of expertise. That's actually a very good question. Why is the cook here when we're doing engineering? As I understand, places like labyrinthos are the exception rather than the rule. You don't all build enormous underground living spaces like this, surely? No, we do not. On this occasion, it would behoove us to seek the counsel of those qualified to describe the workings of the apparatus. They may also be in possession of schematics or other useful documentation, should the Loppers request them. As the forum's esteemed guests, 'tis unlikely they would be refused. Yet thou knowest as well as I the changeable dispositions of Charlatan bureaucrats. Yeah. Marvelous! Simply marvelous! So this is where the magic, or science rather, takes place. The perfect environment to sustain life, artificially created. The knowledge we'll gain here will be essential when we start looking for new stars for your kind to inhabit. Apparently, most of them don't even have air for you to breathe. That would be a problem, yes. You're all very lucky that Aetherus just happens to provide you with everything you need to thrive. Or did mankind turn out the way they are because of the available resources, I wonder? And there's a philosophical question for the ages. Either way, it's nothing short of miraculous, and I cannot wait to see more of it. Agriculture shock? Oh, it's horrible. Alright.
Hand them off!
Okay, Oyasumi Krisa.
Yasumi!
Chris, can you turn the kitchen lights off, please? And put the bread over so it doesn't get stale.
I turned all of it over.
Okay, thank you. This is all very wonderful, I'm sure, but I was rather hoping to learn more about your nourishment provision facilities. In other words, where's the food? I believe that both the knowledge and consumables you seek may be found at Mariel Ergonomics. As I imagine singing away the others intend to study every conceivable facet of this apparatus, wouldst thou be so kind as escort our visiting culinarian? Yes, that sounds much more interesting. Hopefully I'll be able to see firsthand some of the delicacies Ariantra was telling me about. Even his incredibly vivid, if a bit verbose, descriptions cannot compare to something like that myself. Not to mention Aetherus will soon be no more, so I must learn all I can while there's still time. Let us brook no further delay. It goes off that way. All right. Man, little dude can book. All right. Egg, queen, and garlic. There's a tomato. He looks mean. This is the place, yes? The heady aroma was enough to guide me here, and I spotted several of the fruit and vegetables featured in our compendium. I'd dearly love to try some, but I've read that those who help themselves to a farmer's crops without permission are often caught and put into pies. Wow, there's a deep cut right there. Apparently Peter Rabbit exists in this world. Perhaps you could ask whoever's in charge if they would be willing to part with a few samples? Alright, so yeah. Jebke. What a fine mess this is. Ah, it's you, the one who climbed down the mine shaft. I'd show you around if I could, but I'm rushed off my feet preparing for the exodus. And I'm not the only one. We've all got to find ways to do what we do down here, up there. First on the moon, then whichever star the form decides will be our new home. It's all so sudden. So unreal. Don't you want to go to the moon? Well, it's better than waiting for the final days to claim us. But no matter how carefully it's all planned, we'll never be able to take every variety of flora and fauna with us. Even the ones we can take may not survive in their new environment. So many species are doomed to extinction. Sorry, that's not what you came to talk about, is it? Nothing quite so dire, I assure you. We merely wish to sample a little of your produce, if we may. By all means, help yourselves. Much appreciated, my good fellow. So, where to begin? Alright, so we're going to go to the vineyard. Oh, I know what these are. Grapes, yes? Oh my god. Ha ha ha. Ha 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 ha.
Are you okay out
That's
there?
funny. So, pardon me, folks, I'll explain something to Katie really fast. When they first made FF14 back in the day, when we were still in San Jose, you may remember that it was a very slow, like, I tried playing it on, I think, Andy's place, and it was like, this game was not moving. It's because they made all the graphics ridiculously high polygon, very pretty.
Yes.
As an example, they used the grapes in one of the vineyards in one of the cities, and the grapes were higher polygon than the characters.
Oh my.
So one of the big changes they made was they made the grapes effectively... Cone is not the right term, but like a half of an 8-sided die, I guess.
Okay.
A pyramid, I guess, upside down pyramid, a prism. And then, you know, put the grape skin on it.
I see.
And so now that we're here in the vineyard, and he's pointing out grapes, it's like, oh, these are grapes, right? It's like,
We get it.
yeah. So it's just a little bit of an in joke. I believe this year at FanFest, both here and in the US, one of the goods you could buy was actually like a little prism-shaped bag that was grapes. Like it's like an eco bag, but it was shaped, but it was skinned to be like the grapes. Yeah, squapes. Cryptomancer is like, yeah, squapes. So,
Cute.
so that's just, it just made give me this, just obviously just give me a giggle just now. So. Let's see if they're as delicious as they look. Nom 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 nom. So sweet, so sour. The taste is much like a ripe philosopher's carrot, and yet the texture is completely different. The contrast between the outer skin and the fruit within is most peculiar, though far from unpleasant. Yes, I think I'll try another. 5 days later. Big, purple, round bunny. Well, that certainly gave me some food for thought, though in a far less visceral manner than any philosopher's carrot. But tell me, what is your opinion of grapes? I'd brave an erupting volcano from my choice bunch. Meh, or ghastly things I'd rather eat rancid giant gigant-toed eyeballs. I like grapes, so... Oh, apparently they were... The low poly grapes was upgraded, and we no longer have scrapes, actually. Yes, they really are rather Moorish, aren't they? And from what I've read, quite versatile too. Something about people stepping on them to make intoxicating beverages, as I recall. Anyway, that's enough about grapes for the time being. On to the next treat! Actually, I'm going to zoom in on these grapes. Oh yeah, these are indeed actually no longer scrapes. They're almost, I guess, hexagonal. But these you know what these grapes deserve? These grapes deserve a love heart. Because I love grapes. Alright. Orange by name, orange by nature. What came first, the fruit or the color? Who cares? Let's eat! Yeah, more organic blorbs than polygons. Yes, that's... Equal parts sweet and sour, as with the grapes, but yet nothing alike. I may have to consult Ariandra by expanding my vocabulary. I simply cannot find the words to describe it. Ariandra would be the guy to talk to, then. Perhaps what I'm looking for is... bitter. This is all very complicated, you know. So many flavors, so many choices. And each individual with their own personal preferences. Now I can see why you all turned your noses up at the idea of eating nothing but carrots. Marvelous though they still are in my estimation. Let no one say I said otherwise. But speaking of carrots, I've yet to see sample any of the vegetables. Let's see what's in the field over there. A life of eating nothing but carrots. I would be very sad. That color. That texture. Are they some sort of enormous round carrots? No, they're pumpkins. No? In any case, proper nomenclature is less of a concern than the taste. Nom 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 nom. Blech! It's so hard and flavorless. I may as well be chewing a piece of wood. That all but confirms it. These are nothing more than misbegotten failures masquerading as goodly carrots. Stop! 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 Can't you see these are pumpkins? And no one with any sense would try eating them raw. You're supposed to cook them first. I mean, I guess you could eat pumpkins raw. It's just not great. Pardon me while I wet my whistle there. Do you not find it an awful bother? Far from it. Cooking is a joy unto itself. And what's more, it broadens the range of ingredients that we may safely eat. But above all else, cooking allows us to draw out the full potential of our produce. Pumpkin stew has been one of my favorite dishes for as long as I can remember. Then perhaps even these card blocks of plant matter... Sorry, I want to make sure I didn't overspill my drink here. Then perhaps even these hard blocks of plant matter can become as delicious as the orange I sampled. Chris, are you going to be in the bedroom or are you going to watch it? You can either watch it in here or go to bed. Your choice. Stop rocking in the chair. Your choice. Here or your bedroom. You get 10 minutes, okay? I wonder, though, is there anything even more delicious? How about that yellow fruit over yonder? Yellow fruit over... okay.
Oh, Caesar.
Oh no, he's... Cooking Way is about to eat... Cooking Way, you're about to eat a lemon. This is gonna be fun.
It's sour.
What a wondrous fragrance! With luck, it'll have a flavor to match. As I have no idea how these are eaten, I'll just bite into... Oh no!
No!
Chris, calm down. Calm down. It's a fictional character. Calm down. But biting into a lemon is not the best idea. My tongue! Is this poison?
No, it's
Oh no, it actually knocked him for a loop. A lemon? You mean it's supposed to taste like this? How can something so similar to an orange be so revolting? It may be some time before my palate recovers from this ordeal. As such, I'd best call an end to this round of sampling. Let's say our farewells and return to the others.
Come on.
Finished, have you? I trust you found something to your liking. I'm rather enamored with the grapes and oranges. Less so the pumpkin, though I learned the hard way they're not to be eaten raw. Then there was the lemon. The deceiver. I feel so... violated.
Deceiver, eh?
Sorry, I still feel so violated.
I like the way lemon tastes.
But he bit into it whole. Rind and all. Like he just bit into it like an apple.
You don't bite into an orange that way.
He's never had fruit before. He had no idea. He even says, I don't know how to eat this, so I'm just going to bite into it.
Oh.
This is one of the little space rabbits. They're not knowledgeable about the planet. And before we could stop him, he just went yonk. So, there you go.
No.
Okay? I'm assuming he actually did it to the orange too, but didn't affect him nearly as much. First time, was it? I'd hate for you to leave with such a bad taste in your mouth. In more ways than one. So I'll give you this lemon muffin I baked. If this doesn't change your opinion, nothing will. More lemon? Have I not suffered enough? Nevertheless, it would be remiss of me to spurn this opportunity to... Oof. Bit of sick came up there. Learn of more inscrutable ways. Very well, lemon muffin. Do your worst.
Oh, you.
Oh, boy.
Anyway.
Muffin is good for a lemon cupcake.
Put it on the list.
We're getting a cutscene.
Wait.
Oh no, we're just getting cut to black. ... This is... delicious!
Of course.
Although I still detect a hint of lemon, it complements the sweetness of the dough to create a perfect harmony. And ow!
Sorry about it.
I never would have guessed this vile bitterness could be utilized so elegantly. My good chap, this is simply breathtaking! See? We rarely use lemon in its natural state, but it still has a starring role in all sorts of recipes, and the same is true for many other ingredients. It comes down to making the most of the resources at our disposal, and sometimes that can even be the difference between life and death. I know we won't be able to take every species with us. No doubt the form agonize over what was worth preserving, and what will be consigned to history. Hard choices. Make them we must if we are to survive. Such strength of will. Now I know what Halen sees in your kind. Mankind. The Loperids. We were both born from the accumulated knowledge of the ancients. They learned all there is to learn about the nature of sentient life and the fates of the stars themselves. Once a civilization has fulfilled the basic requirements for survival, it will inevitably seek to eliminate all forms of negativity and achieve perfection. And therein lies its folly. And its downfall. For perfection is an unattainable ideal. 'Tis the paradox of the immaculate carrot. Yet civilizations since time immemorial have deemed the pursuit of perfection as progress. They pay no heed to the costs incurred in the futile quest, and all too often become the architects of their own demise, their dreams forever unfulfilled. What, then, is the alternative? The answer lies in knowing that our existence can never be perfect. To be content with what we have, and make the most of it. This is some deep shit coming from a bunny rabbit. When life gives you lemons, make lemon muffins. Pardon my Azorian, but what in the seven hells are you on about? And who are you anyway? Cooking Way, at your service. I'm here to prepare for the trip to the moon. And once you get there, you'll be able to try my carrots. I've been growing all different kinds. But don't worry, there'll be room for your crops too. We'll work together to preserve as many of Aetherus' species as possible, if you're up to the challenge. Yes, of course. I look forward to it. Well, this has been highly productive. Probably. Let's go and see Jeez, kid! The hell, dude? Let's go and see if Yadra and the others have run out of machinery to inspect, shall we? I like we're sitting here, he just ate a lemon muffin, and then just starts going on about life, the universe, and everything. The meaning of life and such, and good grief, kid. Alright, back to... No more currents. But yeah, I mean, admittedly, that is the crux of this. One of the cruxes of this expansion story is, you know, it's an extreme version of don't let the pursuit of the perfect get in the way of the good. Although in this case, the pursuit of the perfect, you know, ends civilizations. So, and why we're having our own problems right now. All right, Logisticon Alpha. By clicking away its broad grid, I assume your execution was a roaring success. Oh, there you are. Have the others finished talking about remaking wants yet? Not to rub it in, but we had the most fantastic time while you were away. Ariandra was able to obtain all manner of meteorological data for us to pore over. I'll be sure to put my newfound knowledge to good use once we return to the moon. It's my duty to make sure your journey is as comfortable as possible, though there's no telling how long it'll be. 100 years? 1,000? Probably closer to 5,000, give or take. None of us are going to be alive by the end of it then, kid. Where have you Cooking Way been? If the two of you are engaged in pursuits of educational nature, you should have taken me too. I am the leader, after all. You were probably bored, weren't you, living away? That was most enlightening, especially the part with the lemon muffin. Actually, I was wondering, do you know of any other places famed for their cuisine? Limsa Laminsa is home to the Culinarians Guild, and many less than savory establishments, or the Far East has oodles of noodles. Oodles of noodles, huh? Limsa Laminsa, there we go. Would that I had time to visit. The more I learn of Aetherus, the more I wish we could spare it from the final days. Alas, Halorn's orders are to flee, not to resist. If only there was some other way. And now Uriandra's at the next quest. Sage Council. Uriandra appears to be tallying the Loporits in preparation for an imminent departure. Celessa, I trust thy time at Mariel Ergonomics did bear fruit. Oh god. Uriandra's punning. We are doomed. That's the end of life. We are gone. That's all is lost. All is lost. Our own efforts too were rewarded. We now possess an embarrassment of educational riches. No doubt our guests' relentless pursuit of knowledge could occupy them. and us for a fortnight. Alas, time is of the essence. Let us return to Charlie and Hamletworth forthwith. I shall gladly attend to each and every labyrinth there, should further questions within my power to answer arise. Alright. Aww. Poor Kroger's like, I don't want to go back. I'm bored. I'm just gonna teleport it, screw it. Oh, goodness, excuse me. Oh no, there was nowhere in particular I was hoping to go. I simply wish to see, hear, feel, and think as much as I possibly can while we're here. What was that look for? What did I say? That was a very familiar quote. Why didn't I ask Jipka how to make carrot muffins? We could have had baked goods bursting with happiness. Sorry, dude. That was ever so delightful. And with this much information, I can fine-tune the moon's environs for your people's comfort. It's surprisingly tricky to estimate the appropriate temperature settings for being so lacking in fur. The Loperids want for activities and simulation, but I struggle to conceive of how to busy them whilst we wait. Give them some swords and put them on the MSQ. Also, aren't there other Loperids around? What's the matter? Yes, Celeste, that was indeed me verbalizing a sigh to express my emotional state. Do you want to know why? Because I saw the reconstructed environmental data for Aetheris at Logisticon Alpha. That's why. A forest so lovely and so leafy. Are all your forests like that? The Black Shroud. Gasp! Gasp, I say! Oh. With a star so wonderful, it comes as no surprise that you were reluctant to leave it behind. I was a fool to think otherwise, to assume that the moon was something worth being proud of. How ridiculous we must seem to you, trying so hard, yet achieving so little. Not at all. Thy works are no less worthy for their uniqueness. I thought I heard tiny voices. Thancred! How didst thou fare? Oh, I was able to glean a fair bit from the researchers while helping them move their cargo. Preparations have proceeded without interruption here, despite news of the coming end. We have the Forum's leadership to thank for that. That doesn't mean people aren't worried, though. Quite the opposite. See, now I'm curious what would have happened if I said purple. I wish I could rewind this. Knowing disaster could strike at any moment, they hurry to complete their work, equally aware that a single error could be the difference between life and death. And we can hardly tell them there's no cause for concern. Perhaps not. Though aided by our goodly growing way, we may yet find other ways to lighten their burden. Me? Be of use to people? I'm honored that you would think me so capable, but I'm not so sure I'm up to the challenge. Nevertheless, I believe in thee. Ah, gotcha. Nevertheless, I believe in thee. If you say so, I suppose it can't hurt to try. I passed someone moving in the western plaza that looked to be in need of a helping paw. Perhaps you might start with him? Tis a good place as any. Come. Hey, Thancred. You'd best go with them. I don't think you're here to misjudge them, but Groin would just look like he used some emotional support. I still have work to complete elsewhere. I trust that I won't return to finding Loporrits in tears. I hope not. I like the bunnies. Troubled researcher. Oh, can I help you? It is you who help me? Is my anxiety truly so obvious? A burden shared is a burden eased. Pray, tell us of thy troubles. Those little fellows do look like good listeners. I'm an engineer, you see, and what they say of the ship, that is the sum of decades of charted ingenuity, that it's built with peerless alien technology, is all true, but I know that none of that's a guarantee. We've never before launched a starfaring vessel, let alone float in the great expanse. All the tests we've run have been on the ground. Only operational personnel cargo will be alerted for the first voyage, but even so, if it fails us then, what can we do? And if it doesn't, it could fall apart on the next flight, or the one after that. We've done everything we can to prevent that from happening. But it hardly matters. We thought the Aetherbird's design was flawless too, and look how that turned out. Thou art familiar with those most daunting technologies, and dost thou hold the power to allay his fears. Oh, I'm not sure about that, but, well... Maybe you could tell me if there's any aspects of the ship's design that you're especially worried about? Our ability to walk about and perform our tasks, for one. I've devised a means by which to employ gravity, a spatio-temporal spell, to regulate the environment, but what if it's not strong enough? What if everyone floats away and begins crashing into things as soon as we've left the star? Ah, gravitation! Maybe I can be help after all. Up there is not so different from down here, you see. The same rules apply, and if you consider them as part of one great big cosmos rather than separate places... Ah, time for the physics talk. With your host, Growing Way. I suspect both parties shall find comfort in this conversation. Yet, if Thancred's tale be true, still others would benefit from the insights born of experience. Might it prevail upon the Loporrits to attend them? Christopher? Bed, please. An excellent idea. If I do say so myself, there is naught we'd like more than to help ease the hearts of the fine people of Aetheris, and learn more about them while we're at it. Yeah. Full glad am I to hear it. Gather thy companions and bring them hither. Celessa, thou hast the gift of finding souls in need of succor. Pray seek thee out the distressed and the apprehensive, and inform them that help is at hand. I shall await them here, that I might introduce them each to a suitable Loporrit. Oh, I do so look forward to that. A place for every Loporrit, and every Loporrit in their place. A spoonful of bunnies make the medicine... No, wait. That does not quite work. Unconcerned Gleaner. Can I not make that jump? Aw, come on! No, there we go. Haha! Apologies, but I'm waiting delivery. Whatever it is, we'll have to wait. Alright. I'm gonna assume that there's not gonna be anyone outside the safe area that needs talking to. Level-headed engineer. Concerns? Nay, there's no point in worrying at this stage. It'll only make the work go that much slower. She seems to be coping alright. Look, it's an anxious engineer. What am I thinking about? The medical facilities on the ship, of course. I designed them with the assistance of our sages and chirurgeons. But to imagine every illness or injury that one might face in the great expanse is beyond any of us. To say nothing of the effects that living out there indefinitely might have on the body. Go talk to our bunny experts. The crew from the moon. Why did I not think of that? Capricious researcher. Okay. I don't know if I want a researcher to be capricious, but oh well. Aha! Haha! The end of the world is nigh, yet the world goes no faster. Schedules are such temporal things. Feasible one moment, utter bollocks the next. And yet, I've never felt so alive. This one is beyond your help. Only sleep can save her now. Well then. The elemental reactor can... Okay. Harried aetherologist. You look like you can use a help friend here. Blasted assistants! Where they've gone off to at a time like this? Beg pardon, but I have not time for idle chit-chat. I need to reconfirm that aether levels are consistent throughout the vessel's machinery, and it seems I shall have to do it single-handedly. I swear when I find those assistants of mine. The lovers are willing to help? Why didn't you say so? At least they won't moan about how they checked 24 times already, and haven't slept in weeks. Lazy sods. Nice. Grimacing naturalist. 2 of 8. Yeesh. My face? What's wrong with my... Ow! Perhaps I am a bit tense. I was tasked with ensuring that the proper fauna, and only the proper fauna, are brought with us to the moon. However, the suitability of a few species is still under debate, and I can hardly make the decision myself when I know so little about the environment up there. Including the leopards in our discussions is a wonderful idea. I absolutely will, thank you. Perhaps our biology itself might offer some clue as well. Oh, a ponderous mathematician. I thought it was going to be murderous mathematician and be like, oh, Jesus. Consult our collaborators. I suppose that would be more effective than sitting here brooding. I'm attempting to calculate how much cargo we can consolidate into future trips. Should the other burner make our original estimates unfeasible? But there are simply too many variables. I feel as if my brow will turn inside out. Perhaps our lunar associates might have more insight into how much weight constitutes too much weight for our purposes. Thank you for letting me know. But you don't have to take my word for it. Occupied Administrator. How am I to help you? My, what a lovely idea. I too noticed people becoming rather tense, so I rushed out to pluck some fresh and fragrant tea leaves. Now I need only track down 100 or so cups. But don't you worry, I can manage. I hope your plan to cheer everyone goes well. This woman is doing better than you are. Maybe I can hand her the sword and the shield and she can do this then. man. So many people to talk to about this. Skeptical researcher. Have you heard of anything of what's on the moon? I have no doubt that we can make it up there, but the searching for a new star part of the plan sounds awfully vague to me. I asked the forum, and they will only tell us that our collaborators, quote, have everything under control, end quote. Forgive me, but I don't feel particularly safe wandering through the sea of stars on God's know what made by God's know who. You mean to say I can speak with them directly? Amazing! I hope they like questions. Oh lord, here we go. Alright, it's 5 of 8, jeez. Alright, please get on my chocobo. Alright, this one here. Calm researcher. Worries. No, I believe I'm fine, thank you. I've been confiding in my colleagues, and it's helped a lot. Can't recommend it enough. She already has the support she needs. Good for her. Okay, here we go. Tired Gleaner. Is anything bothering me? Well, I've been loading cargo for bells now, so my back feels like a void sense plated as a piano. My feet and knees as drums and cymbals too. This layer seems fine, as if other than need of a break. Alright. Fine. Hello? Thank you. Despondent engineer, jeez. Just leave me to my misery. The forum can appoint someone else. I apologize. I simply don't know what to do. How am I supposed to pilot the Ark if I'm already falling apart under the pressure? You know a starship pilot I might speak with? Truly? Well then, there's no time to waste. They can help me prepare for this monumental task. Alright, that's 6. Oh, I know what's going on. There. Lock the buttons. The last thing I need is for the buttons to go flying while I'm working on stuff. Huh. I mean, I guess there could be people out here. I would hope not, though. Really, dude? You're attacking me? Why would you do something so foolish? Distracted researcher. "56 bunches of weed in the ground, 56 bunches of weeds. Rip one out, add to the mound, 55 bunches of weed in the..." Oh man. Eep! I'm not neglecting my duties, I swear. I was in need of a little break, you see, but then I found myself unable to react at all, so I went on a walk. And then I noticed these weeds and... Pleasant conversation partners and oh so fuzzy? Goodness me, that does sound like a much better way to relax. Shh. Bunnies. 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 Alright, so where are you last? There you are. Hyperventilating engineer. Oh, dude, you okay, man? By the gods, my chest is tight. Am I dying? Is this what dying feels like? Oh, do pardon me, I didn't see you there. There's no cause for concern, I assure you. No cause for concern, even though we may need to depart at any moment. And if the hull I designed buckles under the strain, the entire vessel may explode on launch, claiming countless lives and dooming all mankind. But that is highly unlikely. Yes, highly unlikely. Highly. Our brothers can help me check for structural flaws, you say? Why, that would be wonderful. I'm breathing more easily already. I'm gonna state that just now that felt very real as someone with an actual heart condition that was like, yeah, I feel you, bro. I know how that goes. Alright. That was number 8. Alright. And everyone's got a bunny to talk to now. Celessa, he said he was glad we spoke, and he thanked me. It was all worth it after all, wasn't it? Even the mistakes we made, because now we can tell them what not to do. Aw, it's okay, little buddy. Behold, Celessa. Behold! Through thine efforts, word hath spread throughout Labyrinthos. Verily, to a far greater number than we anticipated. Living Weight doth gather more leopards as we speak. I shall assign each in accordance with their skills, that new bonds of friendship may be forged. Should greater matters require not thine attentions, watch over them, I prithee. You like the idea that these tiny bunnies are far more technologically and scientifically advanced than everything on this planet. Hey, Living Away, what's up? A Deswa bunny. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Nakamaru Yuichi. I mean, it's Uncred. Not sure how I feel about the pilot being the sleeping one, but oh well. Yeah, I'm not surprised. They are bunnies and they all dress pretty much the same, so.
あなた方を嘆きの海から送り出した後、私たちとウィーエンジェはたくさん話をしましたから。彼はアーティリスについていろいろと教えてくれましたし、こちらの質問にもとことん付き合ってくれましたわ。おかげで私の本ももういっぱい。
Today is really a note that wait, no, sorry, wrong
こ
game.
うして実際に来てみるとまだ驚くことばかりですが、そもそも彼から教えられなければ地上に降りてくることもなく月で待ち続けていたでしょう。
Please, Mizu nonde nenasai. Okay. You can always watch the VOD, okay? My best friend. The bunny rat wiggler.
昔のリベンジを知る奴が見たら驚いて喜んだだろうな。
Yep.
ルイーゾマ様やミンフィリア、パパにも。それから
Yeah.
Yeah. ここでいい相談役を紹介してもらえると聞いたんだ。私たちにも頼めるかな。
美術さん、ルイーゾ様。
He says their names here.
Well, I'm going to move face it.
レイン魔法の研究者として有名な夫妻だよ。ムーンブリダのご両親だ。
Oh no. Oh no.
What?
Oh Jesus.
Yeah, me.
Oh. I had a feeling as soon as they walked up. Ariandra,
お
don't.
久しぶりです。お二人ともこちらにいらしたのですか。
So you've been here?
ああ、しばらく前に妻ともども引き抜かれてね。しかしまさかここで君と再会することになるとは。
He looks like Smart Hulk. That's a compliment.
まったくだよ。あんたと来たらうちの子の訃報に手紙を添えてきたきり、何の連絡もよこしやしない。
Aww.
Ariandra ルイゾワ様に置いていかれたと嘆いていた彼女にとって君たち暁が呼んでくれたことがどれほどの喜びだったか。あの子が成したこと全ての決断は間違いなくあの子自身のものだったと思う。どうか君も己を責めるのではなく彼女を怒ってやってはくれないか。
私たちに起こっていることがあるとすれば、それはあんたと一緒に泣けなかったことだよ。あんな風なジャッジの手紙だけ残して、私たちであんたの分まで泣く羽目になったじゃないか。
申し訳がございません。
Are you okay?
Not really.
Are you making it emotional?
Yes.
私は語れる言葉を持たなかった。込み上げる気持ちもよぎる思い出も一つとして正しく 言葉にできなかったのです。積み上げてきた知識も読み解いてきた知識も無力でした。私はただ無力でバカだね。誰だってそうさ。私たちだってあの子この悲しみを語りはしないよ。だからちゃんと分かってたんだよ。
君たちがまだ小さかった頃、遊ぶことより学ぶことを愛した君を冷やかした子がいたね。その度にムーンブリラが飛んでいって喧嘩をした。私たちが言いそめてもウリエンジェはいいやつなんだとくれるばかりでね。
だったら相手を叩くんじゃなくて、あんたがウリエンジェと周りを繋がないとって言ったら、そうかなんて腕組みしてうがってさ。それからは前よりも強引にあんたを連れ出してみたり、考えてることが分かるようにって同じ本を読もうとしたり。当時のあんたにとっちゃいい迷惑だったかもしれないけど、あの子なりにとても頑張っていたんだよ。
そして君は今こうして大勢の中にいる。それどころか絆を結ぶ手助けまでしているね。私たちはそのことがたまらなく嬉しいんだ。
ブリダが信じた人は力いっぱい押した背中がその後もちゃんと歩き続けてくれていた。うちの自慢の娘の笑顔を今日はとても近くに感じるよ。ありがとう、ウリエンジェ。
私も今やっと思い出せています。あの笑顔は眩しく温かく悲しいものではなかったことを。
ウリエンジェには大切な方がいらっしゃったのですね。
気になるか？
Are you curious?
いいえ、私はただまだ知らないことが多いのだと思い直しただけですわ。
It's okay, Crescent. This really kind of came out of left field. Jesus.
そうだな。生まれた時からここにいたって知らないこと、わからないこと、足りないことだらけだ。だからこの星はまだ 終わるには早すぎるんだよ。
I need a minute, sorry. I mean, she's not my favorite character by... Though you got a lot other more characters I like better, but... She was an important character, she was a nice character, and it still hit me like a truck when that happened back in the day. And so... They really are like tying up a lot of the old arcs and stories in this particular expansion, aren't they? Jesus, man, they're not holding back. Now my eyes hurt. Jesus, give me a second, folks. Sorry. Oh, excuse me. Goodness. All right. We spent so long skating at the star, wondering and hoping. But to be here now, to walk amongst the people, to be a part of their lives and know we've made a difference, it's so much more than I ever dreamed. Thanks, Doc. I'm just a bit emotional about the whole situation, about the character, and now my glasses need to be wiped. 1 second. Crying with glasses on is never fun. I assure you that my fellow Lopbirds are equally excited to have this opportunity. They were humming the whole way here. Goodness me, I've never felt like there's too little time before. There's so many people to talk to, so many things to learn. I was so busy asking questions about Aetherus that I never thought to ask more about Urianger. I'd like to, but where would I begin? Yeah. Should I be worried about that? Or are you saying I should like, try to join the hunt train and leech XP? Oh, never mind. Looks like it's dead already. Oh, yeah. I've seen them in some other zones too, so... The classical Rogudan language isn't so different from Erosian. Did you ever wonder why we named our daughter Moon's Bride? When I first held her, the moon was shining silver and full. The whole world seemed to glow. I knew it had chosen her, that she would be a beacon of that self-same light. Of course, we'd later hear our fair share of jokes about how she ought to have been gone for sun instead, with how bright and stubborn she was. But fiery as my own Brenda was, she always was kind and gentle. Yes, she was. She was. Oh, you must be one of the Scions, correct? Thank you for caring for my daughter. The time she spent with you was all too short, but I know she was proud to have you as comrades. Urianger is too, I'm sure, and I certainly feel better for knowing he has good friends to look after him. See that he comes home from time to time, will you? Yes, ma'am. Okay, cool. Oh, Celessa, be assured that I am fine. I am full glad to see them, too, after so very long. Gladder still that it was in your company. As difficult as it was to accept their kindness, it would have been far harder had I to face them alone. Like, I'm assuming the hunts are like, you do them for like rare spawns and rare drops and stuff like that. So the pall of anxiety over Shirley and Hamlet has thinned to more manageable levels. Yay! Thou hast my gratitude for lending courage to the Loporits. Not disposed to rest on the laurels, several of our guests have elected to accompany my countrymen to their stations. Some few may still come thither seeking counsel, so shall I remain to aid them as need be. If thou art needed elsewhere, do not let me detain thee. As a matter of fact, I was hoping you might check on Elise. Last I saw, she was struggling to carry an enormous pile of boxes out the west gate. I could go myself, but we both know whose help she's less likely to scorn. Not to mention that, much to my misfortune, I can think of several other things I ought to be doing. Until later. Don't worry, Big Sister Celeste to the rescue. Oh wait, 2 more quests. Gleaner's Wish, Lad and Labyrinthos. Are those gonna... I'm invisible, there we go. The hell is that? Nani Kore? It's holding, like, okay. That's weird. 50 million kill mount, Jesus. Okay, here we go. The Lad in Labyrinthos. Oh, what am I to do? I suppose you're that adventurer who helped out the students of Bosdesian, aren't you? I suppose it matters not to you, but my son seems to have run away. Yes. Simply put, my wife and I work at Aporia, and she happened to conceive whilst we were living here in Shirley and Hamlet. I assure you we had many sleepless nights wondering if we should quit our jobs and leave Labyrinthos, or entrust the child to a friend of ours who dwells somewhere more suitable. Ultimately, we decided to continue our work whilst raising the child here. After all, our research is focused on the very future that our offspring will inhabit. The issue is, however, that the magic that prevents us from revealing anything confidential is too potent to be used on children. Of course, we can't allow the little one to roam freely. There's no telling what he might impart to others. So he's spent his entire life thus far within the confines of Shirley and Hamlet. We recently had a slight spat with him and, well, he decided to flee. I imagine me going after him would only make things worse. Could I ask you to talk to him in my stead? I'm sure you're more willing to listen to, anyone other than his parents at this point. Thank you. Verpalline. That's, wow, what a name. My boy is more likely to deposit to the east. I cannot imagine he struck out for any further on his own. Your gold sheep? There's a gold sheep? You're a visitor, Charlene, aren't you? You do have a worldly look about you. As a gleaner, I too have journeyed far and wide. Tell me, where is the farthest you have ventured? Another world. Did I meant to be in jest? The look on your face tells me you're serious. Aye, you should do nicely. You see, I need a more experienced traveler to say a prayer for me before I leave for Giralbania. If you would do me the honor, the reactor operated by the tower to the south should have a lantern crystal prepared for the purpose. Alright, well, let's go do these 2 quests, and I think after that... one more quest. Hey, kid. Dude, how old is this kid? Who are you? Oh, jeez, I see, okay. Man, don't... got me one of these. Okay, fine. Well, meanwhile, let's go talk to the reactor dude. Oh, look. Oh, other way. Oops. Elemental reactor operator. Hello. Are you here for the crystal? I hope it does some good for that gleaner. Those folks need all the luck they can get. Lanterns light the way through the darkness, a tool which can mean the difference between life and death. They are synonymous with safe passage, and as such, it has become custom in recent days to imbue the crystals inside with the prayers of a more seasoned traveler. And today, that traveler is you. Simply face the crystal and pray for the safety of the traveler to be, if you will. A colleague recently told me about the power of Akasa, a concept taught in Ratatan, and how it reacts to strong emotion. I wonder if this method of praying to a crystal is a manifestation of that power. Well, that should about do it. With luck, your prayers will help guide the gleaner safely through the perils of his journey. Thank you. Oh man, my eyes still sting a little bit from the crying jag I just had. Jeez. Hey, kid. Bless you.
Thank you.
I am not going to go home so easily. You probably don't believe me either, but I've known this all is not right in Labyrinthos. Why don't you try telling me first? Fine. I should tell you what I've seen. The color of the artificial light here changed recently. Oh? I'm sure most people haven't noticed, but when you spent your whole life here, the difference is like night and day. Even so, no one will take me seriously when I bring it up. All because of my age. I got into a big fight with Father about it. But Labyrinthos is in danger. Who knows what could happen if the artificial sun broke? You know, the kid has a reasonable concern. I can feel you for that, kid. That's why I can't go home just yet. I need to get to the bottom of this first. Okay. Although, I am scared to venture outside on my own. They say there's countless monsters out there. I don't suppose you would come with me. I could pay you, It's not much, but I do get pocket money from my parents. You don't need to pay me. I thought you were different from the rest, but now you're treating me like a child too. This is a proper deal, alright? You've got to take my money to make it binding. Alright. Then it's settled. But unless you've got the next Aether Current kid, you're gonna have to wait a little bit. Alright. Sorry, kid, but I got more important things to do.
I'll add you to the list.
I'll add you to the list. Yeah, pretty much.
Chris, settle please.
Oops, overshot. Do you have the lantern crystal for me? Yes, yes I do.
What time's the thing tomorrow? 9:30?
9 a.m.
9 a.m. Oof. Okay.
I mean, I'll double check before when I finish this, and
Yeah.
you can ask me in the morning. But
But basically, I have to go to sleep soon.
yes,
Okay.
you have my thanks. You have my thanks. With your prayer filling its light, I have faith that it will keep me safe until my return. And now I depart for Jirabania. I hope your travels are successful, as well as mine. Yay! Alright, let's try that again. Yep, 2 more quests and we're done. Alright, now, off to Finalize. Where are you, kid? Oh, wait, you're all the way over there. Jeez, okay. Wandering Loperate? Hey, what are you doing over here? Looking for work. I see. Well, while we're running, hope folks are doing okay. Things here are alright. The kid, who should be asleep but is not. Tomorrow's Saturday, I can't blame him. He's gonna be a middle schooler soon. Someone stop the passage of time. I'm too old for this. I'm not ready to see my kid grown up. He's already like, it's hard to tell when you see him behind me, but he's about to hear on me right now. So about, I think 3-4 inches shorter than me. I'm 5'9". I have feelings about this. Hi, Elise. Squeal, squeal? What the hell's in that box? Celesta, what are you doing out here? Hey! Hello, Zane, and Zane's friends, and Mika. Welcome to my stream. Yay! 2 raids, thank you! Hello, everyone! Oh my god! I mean, considering what you guys were just doing earlier, I'm assuming people here want to see Final Fantasy stuff. So, thank you, Mika, thank you, Zane, for the, Someone just give me a, follow, I appreciate that. I wish I could, I'll look it up later, but, hello, welcome to my stream. My name is Richard Pocky Kim. Another person just followed, thank you. I'll have to look that up later. I've got to fix my thing. I will, thank you. As I just said, my name is Richard Pocky Kim. I am a streamer here in Tokyo. Streaming is just kind of a hobby, but I enjoy it a lot. For my day gig, I am a translator, localization manager, producer, and product manager for video games. I play mainly 2D console games and Final Fantasy XIV. and I'm also a big Grand Blue Fantasy player. So those are the three things I'll talk about most usually. Once in a while you'll see my wife and my son popping in behind me here and there, usually on the Sunday streams. I stream twice a week, Sundays, from 10 a.m. Japan time onward, and Friday nights, 9 p.m. onward, until I pass out or whatever. I don't think I've actually done an actual fall asleep at the TV stream unintentionally yet. Okay, no worries. Thank you. Yeah, this is definitely spoilerville here. Before I go any further, people who just came in on the raids, if you do not want to be spoiled on Endwalker main story quest stuff, you may want to split. I will be sad that you're not here to watch, but I don't want to spoil people. My Final Fantasy Friday Fort streams are pretty much nothing but Endwalker stuff. Ganbatte, Zane, you got it. And when you get to Endwalker, I will tank for you. My Friday streams are called Pocky Tanks for Your Entertainment. I've been playing MMOs for a very long time, and I almost always play tanks as Cryptomancer and Crescents, who are also in the chat right now, are well aware, because I've tanked for them a lot. I play Paladin as my main here in 14. I play as a warrior in World of Warcraft back in the day. Played as a warrior in EverQuest and other games too, so yeah, since the term was invented. On Sunday, right now I'm playing a game called Tevi, which is a side-scrolling Metroidvania. You can see most, other than the ones I forget to put up by accident, my VODs are on YouTube under Original Pocky as well. I've got 200 some videos there, so if you get bored and want to watch an old man streamer, go for it. I am an Osan streamer, as it were. I am fluent in Japanese and English. I hope English. Debatable. But any case, yeah, so that's pretty much it. Yeah, I live, like I said, I live here in Japan right now. I live in Tokyo for my work. That's pretty much it. So yeah, I'll be playing at least for another hour or so tonight, 12:30 minimum. Got a little late start, and yeah, that's about it. So if you have any questions about anything, FF14, Japan, Japanese, the language, game industry stuff, whatever, please feel free to ask. I will answer anything, honestly. Timing-wise, y'all just missed me having a crying jag at a very emotional moment in this game. I almost wonder if I should rename it Pocky Cries for Your Entertainment on Fridays. Except I don't cry every Friday. Curse you and your really good writing and your really relatable characters. So, all right. So here we go. Back to the game. No, I don't mind if you help with the boxes, but it's far from the most exciting of tasks. Are you sure? Well, I appreciate the assistance. We need to get these to Aporia. Time is short, of course, but they're full of organic specimens and samples, so try not to be too rough with them. Alphanod should be waiting for us when we arrive. I'll see you there. Deliver creative samples to Alphanod. You have 3 minutes to complete the task. Should you fail, return to the starting location and begin anew. Oh, it's one of those. I see. Can I... Oh, this person is unattended for... What was it? Alt? There we go. Where am I going? I'm going that way, alright. Carrying the boxes. Carrying the boxes. What was I going to say? I'm playing Sage right now because my Paladin is actually currently at cap at 90. and I don't want to lose all that sweet XP, so I'm leveling my Sage to 90 this way, mainly because I'm not good at playing healers. I tend to get parties killed by accident. Not on purpose. I promise you, not on purpose. But I get other players killed when I play healers. So you may notice that the healers here, I'm like, no. I'm not good at casters, really, when it comes down to it. I'm okay at art, like physical ranged and physical melee, but I'm best at tanking. So, hey, Alfie, how's it going, little bro? Oh, you're helping with the crates. Wonderful. You can put that there with the others. Hopefully this won't be as much of a tearjerker cutscene. Okay, not voiced. Good. You have my gratitude, but how did you come to be involved in this? Thancred sent me over. Ha! Then I suppose I have Thancred to thank as well. If you're wondering where we were tasked with bringing these boxes to Aporia to begin with, so was I. It turns out this is a base of operations of sorts. Those with final say as to what is included in the ship's manifest can be found here. Father included, I suspect. What was that noise? Oh, there she is. That should be everything. That should be everything. You carried all that at once? Are you trying to injure yourself? Oh, hush. They're lighter than they look, and not everyone has your delicate arms. I suppose we should let someone know that we've finished. Theopolden's in the courtyard. We can report to him. Why don't you come along? You should get credit for your assistance at least. Considering where we are, we might even learn something interesting. I like to just, oh, okay, I guess we're going. The reason I chose Sage, if people are wondering like why I bothered to choose a class for healer at all, is still haven't done some of the class quests, and Sage is the one that reminds me of Gundam. Reminds me of a Gundam, I should say, the most. So look at that person on the same chant as I am. This must be Theopolden. I keep thinking that when I've seen him elsewhere, but I cannot for the life of me remember when. Alright. Do you look familiar to me, dude? You look like a little bit like Urianger. A little bit. Gods, it never ends, does it? What can I do for you? We've brought samples from Charlie and Hamlet. Series 110? The crates are by the entrance. Ah, thank you. I expected one of my colleagues, but we are dreadfully short-handed. Just a moment. You are Fornshaw's children, are you not? Alphnan Elise, at your service. You're well acquainted with Father, I take it? Quite. I've been friends with your parents since our days at the studium. I remember you were yay-high, waddling hither and thither. Clearly it's been quite some time since we've met. 'Tis good to see you again, wielding your father's noliths, no less. You knew our parents when they were young? What were they like? Pray, spare no detail! I should like nothing more than to regale you. Alas, I am meant to be in charge here, and reams of paperwork want for submission. We can help with that. In exchange for the sorts nice. We can help with that. In exchange for the sorts of stories our parents would never willingly divulge, of course. Very well then. There happen to be 3 sets of documents in need of delivery, so how about you each take one? That's funny. Wait right here. I don't get a choice in the matter. I must help them so they can get embarrassing stories of their parents. You will find a forum representative waiting to collect these near the southernmost structure. I hope I haven't kept her waiting too long. Never mind Alpha and Alize. I'm sure they'll be back soon enough. Alright. Back on pick up. Hi-ho Miyuki away. There she is. Are you not one of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn? I thought you were meant to be working on the Aether Burner. Yeah, well... right now I'm playing FedEx, so... Theopaldon's paperwork. I was beginning to worry he'd misplaced his quill. I appreciate your helping to see these documents to my hands at last. As for your other task... pray keep this between us. Though I sincerely hope you and succeed. The Exodus is, without a doubt, the most monumental undertaking in the history of the Forum, and so we must be circumspect in all respects. Risk is a privilege we cannot afford ourselves. At its heart, however, Charlian has ever been a nation of the curious. 'Twould be a tragedy indeed if we were the ones to stymie your pursuit of truth. Dash. Dash. And now you're over here. Quick and efficient. I dare say you have talent for this kind of work. Yes, I love the going back and forth and delivering things to people for people. Such as the glory of being the hero. The twins' papers only needed to be delivered to elsewhere in the facility, so they should be returning any moment. If folks are trying to chat and cannot for some reason, by the way, I do have it set to chat to followers only, and I believe it takes like 10 minutes to kick in after you follow. Apologize for that, but it's a precaution from bots and other things from issues in the past, so oh wow, let's see here, there's a lot of folks. Wow, hello everyone, it's a lot of people. We return, and with not a scrap of paperwork remaining on our persons, you will note. I bet, yeah, Crescent. You both have my thanks, and my apologies for sending you on an errand far below your ambitions. Why, even as a babe, you struggled out of your swaddling clothes, and that is quite enough of that. Thank you very much. It was compromising. That is quite enough of that. Thank you. It was compromising stories of our parents we asked to hear. To reiterate. Of course, of course. I've known your father for so long. I must have something. Well, as you know, part of why the Levere name garners such respect in Charlian is your family's storied history. You two can trace your ancestry directly to those who came aboard Newcromp's Hope, a lineage few can claim. I've never thought of it much myself. It's not as though our forebears founded our nation. They were simply there when it happened. Nevertheless, it has traditionally been a point of pride. 'Tis why Newcromp's pronouncement, renounce the ways of war, and pursue enlightenment through knowledge and reason, had ever been our family's creed. Until your grandfather's time, aye. Archon Lussois looked not to Newcromp's words, but his deeds. He asserted, in defiance of his peers, that choosing to save the great and the small from the rising tides was the true mark of our founder's virtue. Perhaps it was his expertise, his knowledge of ancient prophecy and the fall of civilizations, that led him to conclude that to eschew conflict at every turn was to consign mankind to his doom. there will ever be conflict, and calamity will follow. Thus, to ignore the plight of those one may conceivably save is not wisdom. It is indolence. You remember his words well. Indeed, Archon Lusois lived by that personal creed, and used every means at his disposal to bring succor to those in need, Charlian or no. No one loved and admired your grandfather more than his son. Yet Forenstal cannot reconcile Lusois' deeds with the philosophy of their forebears and his peers, a philosophy in which he believed so fervently, yet made a pariah of his father. Forenstal agonized over his contradictions for much of his life. Gods. Father. A son may carry his father's blood, but his choices are his own to bear. Is it not always thus? Gods know Forenstal's cranky old goat, so I'm sure you butt heads often enough. Yet even so, you must know that you're constantly in his thoughts, every moment of every day, and that is not an exaggeration in the slightest. You should have seen him when you were born. Barely recognizable he was, with a kind of dumbfounded grin I had not seen ever since he took a fancy to your mother. He was practically skipping when he told me the news. Take my word for it, he loves you to an embarrassing degree. But he's also frustratingly single-minded. Once he's decided that a given action is for the best, he will stay the course no matter who or what opposes him. A profoundly annoying habit when you're on the other end of it, as I'm sure you will agree. I'll say, thank you for your insight. When next we meet our parents, I shall mention that we spoke. Try not to get me into too much trouble now. I need the forum on my side. Speaking of which, I ought to be getting back to work. I have to make sure the specimens you brought me make it to the proper places, or the cranky old goat will have my hide. We can speak again later. Cranky old goat, nice. Hail, you three! Graha! Surely Cook Cole hasn't driven me out of the forge already. For better or for worse, no. However, he has set me a task that requires more than my single pair of hands. And here you are! I could use at least one of you, but I won't eject them more. Pardon me. Oh yeah, Graha exists. Somehow, Graha exists. Sorry. Unfortunately, Lise and I have prior commitments, and we've delayed that for too long as it is. What about you, Alyssa? Can you spare the time? Of course I can spare the time. I'm the main character. Perfect. This shouldn't take too long. Anything for you, Graha. For you, buddy. Much as I like to press Theopoldin for more revealing tidbits, we should be getting back to our tasks. 'Tis strange to hear father spoken in such a way. But I suppose he would find your view of me no less odd. What, as my little brother? An unspecified task awaits you. I don't like the way that says that. Alright, here we go. In the event that our, and I quote, promised heap of adamantite falls written out of the bloody sky and into my lap, Master Cole wishes to be ready to put the proverbial hammer to anvil at a moment's notice. To fabricate these parts, however, he needs the flames of Cole's forge to burn hotter. He sent me to increase the amount of ether being funneled to his furnaces. The flow of fire aspected aether in labyrinthos is regulated by an elemental reactor south of here, to which I have borrowed the key. The adjustment will require 2 people to carry out safely, but I can explain the process when we arrive. This is where we part then. We'll see you in Charlie and Hamlet once the adamantite arrives, if not before. This way then. Leave it to me. Warrior of Light, Leave it to me! I should note that I quote a lot of old nerdy games and stuff like too. I am older than I look by quite a bit. So yeah, so let's go. This great big empty circle in the middle is making me wonder. Hello, scary tree dude. You can stay over there. The hell are you? An Appa. Okay, I'm gonna go over here. Hello, Graha. The reactor is housed within this facility. I'll be the one to go inside and adjust the fire other output. When I do, a rather large amount of water-aspected ether will issue from the vent at the top. I expect this to attract at least a few elementals, which we would rather not be drawn into into the reactor itself. Trust me. Can I ask that you put down any that would draw too near? They'll pose you little trouble, I'm sure. Alright, time to switch to Paladin. Wait here if you would. Yeah, it's not bad music, but after a while, it's getting a little repetitive, so... Hey, Miyuki. Alright, here we go. La la la. Oh, didn't even... Oh, there's two more. Alright, got any more? Nope, a couple more. Alright, here we go. Usually it's 3. So here, have some swords. Alright. Did everything go smoothly out here? Yep. I thought as much. No major complications to speak of inside either. And the water ether appears to be venting properly. I expect Coco will have seen a difference. Will have blah 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 blah. I expect Coco will have seen a difference in his forge flames by the time I return. Since I have you, there was another matter I thought I'd discuss with you. Nothing terribly important, merely something I've been considering. Part of this I shared with everyone, yet you, and only you, have been to Elpis. As we have established, refined adamantite is a product of Alag, of the Empire's twilight years, in fact. It was a material that saw much use as a part of the Allagan's efforts to extend beyond the bounds of this world. Dalamud, of course, being the most prominent. Of those who would push further, expand Alag's empire to encompass the heavens and the stars above, perhaps the greatest was its infamous technologist, Amon. Did he remember his life as Hermes? I believe he had his own reasons. There is no evidence to suggest that he retained memories of his former life. Yeah, there's a name I haven't heard in a while. He only joined the Ascians once the Empire was all but dust, as you know. If not his memory, though, what drove him to pursue the idea with such fervor? This may seem far-fetched, but what if souls, like minds, have a personality, so to speak, a natural disposition towards what they are inclined? In this reality, sure, I can see that. We know with relative certainty that We know with a relative certainty that it was the gross decadence and inexorable decline of Alag that moved Amon to resurrect Emperor Zande. The Emperor's people spoke lately of death and destruction, experimenting on those he deemed beneath them to fill the emptiness in their hearts. They were not nice people, this is true. In facilitating Zandy's return, Amon provided these language souls with the means to free themselves from the mire of their own indolence. Or would have, had not Zandy been convinced by his own death that life itself was meaningless. Amon's desire for his countrymen to conquer the heavens could only be a means to the same end, to instill the people with new purpose. Like Hermes before him, Amon was appalled by how those around him lived, but could never bring himself to believe that those lives are devoid of meaning. And both of them sought that meaning, that hope, in the distant stars. Such is my theory, anyway. Ultimately, it is the consequences of their actions which matter. Their motives are of no moment. And yet, to reach those stars on wings of adamantite, to travel to the ends of creation and beyond, the promise of hope everlasting, that much I do understand. But enough musing for now. Why don't we go see how Cole's getting on? Alright. Back that way now. Alright. Switch back to Sage for XP. Hop on my Chocobo. Okay. But just the Con Gamma. Oops. Let's see, it's 11:43. Yeah, I'll play at 12:30 I think tonight, and then I will end for the night, for the week. I have a PTA thing to go to in the morning. Not a PTA thing, rather. I've got to go to my son's new school and talk to this. They're doing a kind of a initiation. Not initiation. What's the term? They're explaining the school to the new parents and stuff. So my wife and I are going to go to listen to the assembly and stuff. So here we are. I did thoroughly brief Cole on refined adamantite's history. I only volunteered to go to the reactor because I was finished, and there was little else to do. Orientation, thank you, that's the term. Initiation's not the same thing. Hopefully that dispels any misapprehensions that I kicked about for piling on. Alright, Cole, then Cole. Whew! I can feel those flames blazing from here. Glad you found someone capable, Gra. But there's not much left for you lot to do. Hi, Otsuki. We did the Loporite Council, as it were, and I cried a lot, honestly. Her parents were there, and that was not something I was expecting, honestly, at all. That came completely out of left field. So. And now we are at further tasks to help out while we're waiting for the Adamantite, as you can see here. So, yeah, nice crypto. Yeah, just literally just. I was expecting it to just be like, yay, everyone's talking to the Loperites, and then suddenly just two people showed up. I'm like, who the hell are these people? And I realized, wait, they're. Oh no, and then that was. It'll be on the VOD. You can see it later. Unless you can conjure up that refined adamantite any faster. I cannot. Vods of adamantite. Another current. So wait, hold on a second. All right. Oh, it's probably going to be this and then a dungeon. Okay. Cole is, as usual, worked up over the Aether Burner. I do trust you. I do trust you delivering your promise. I do. Only, I hate waiting. I want the adamantite and I want it now. All right, dude. We are share your impatience. I assure you. Is there truly nothing else we can assist with in the meantime? I wish. This isn't about it's unbearable. Pay the foreign files of recreational explosions. Recreational explosions. Nice. Well, so long as I can't prove it's premeditated, get you gone. I have mistakes to make. I have mistakes to make? The hell, dude. In that case, I suppose I should go and return the key to the reactor. I'll have one more look to make sure nothing has gone wrong, unintentionally or otherwise. Coca-Cola is amazing. That's great. I'm certain there are better uses for your time, however. I will join you in Charlotte and Hamlet anon. Now, be you gone. I need that. There are mistakes I need to make. The hell, dude. Seriously, the hell. Actually, you know what? No, let's go for a ride. The scenery's nice. So yeah, one more quest after this one for the Aether Currents, and then I imagine the last Aether Current's going to be down there actually, so as I think about it. But we can't go that way, because the game won't let me. Ah. 11:49. So yeah, I suppose maybe if the dungeon hits before 12:30, I might do the dungeon then go to sleep. We'll see. I'm a little tired, a little loopy, but I can tank in my sleep. So, in fact, I have done so apparently, according to my wife. So you know, there we go. I can imagine me just clack clack clack. Clack, clack, clack. Clack, clack, clack. Alright. Like, honestly, I feel like that big building down there is a dungeon, so... Okay. Yeah, we'll see. I mean, I don't know how soon the next dungeon is, so we'll see. If you wait here, your companions are bound to turn up sooner or later. Await your companions? Sure. It's my girlfriend. Well, Celeste's girlfriend.
こっちもやれそうな仕事は片付けてきたぞ。荷運びやら逃げた動物の捕獲やら役に立ったのかはわからんがな。
Don't know if that actually was any help. Well, Estinian, now you know my life. That's true.
いや、人の積み込みはともかく箱舟そのものの準備は順調そうだったな。あとはエーテル宿タイルさえどうにかなればって感じだ。
Boy, here we go.
ああ、ここに集まってたのか。
Thanks, Crescents. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right.
レポリットたちへの相談もひとまず落ち着きました。話を聞いて安堵した様子の方もいれば、最後まで調整を続けると息巻いている方もおいででしたよ。
Of course.
リビング A たちもそれぞれの研究者に付き添いたいと言ってくれました。今しがた送り届けてきたところです。
Good, good.
さて、こうなるとエクスアダマントを待つばかりだな。
アルビノ君聞こえる？こちらクルルよ。
Yay, Kururu.
お待ちかねの品が届いたわ。地球みんなと一緒に地上に上がって港へ来て。
噂をすればだ。行ってみよう。
Meanwhile,
クルシム様、お忙しいところ失礼します。緊急のご報告だ。
uh-oh.
それが、なんというか、死の港が大変なことになっておりまして。
How do I put this? Something horrible has happened. Okay. Why am I suddenly worried? Why are there so many people?
ちょっと通ります。
Pardon, we're coming. Pardon us, let us through, please.
これを。
だから困りますってば。許可もなくこんなに荷物を持ち込まれては。すごい。まさかこれ全部。
Kitschy! Yay!
なんじゃこりゃ。ここにいる全員、あの海賊船も飛空艇も荷物を届けに来た連中だってのか。
Yeah, the only set of raids of non 24 person raids haven't done at this point are I still have to finish Eden. So I did all the pirate ones. Those were fun. I think that was before I met you, actually, because I know Crescents and Crypto were there for those, along with Kayla and Monostar. I don't think Eden can, because Eden's on another world, so it's hard for them to really do any kind of thing here. But I do want to do Eden. Tomorrow, after I finish some stuff we're doing, if I'm not too tired, I'll put a note into the server, and maybe we can do a couple of them Saturday night local time, because I do want to get those done, honestly. Excuse me. So yeah, we're going to sit the Gaia tomorrow for some stuff, so. Alright. He's like, what the hell? Yay, Sicard!
見た感じ、うちが一番対応だな。
Cheeky jerk.
そりゃ、グリダニアとウルダハの分も預かってるからだろ。威張るなよな。
Oh god, this is cute.
ああ、ま 負け惜しみてそれはお前本当にダラバド編まで行ったのかよ。おお、入り口まで行ったぞ。あとはつてをたどってこういうお宝探索の専門家空賊たちに話を持って行ったりしたな。
That is true.
ま、適材適所だな。あんなやべえ場所にボンクラ貴族を連れてってもおもりしきれねえし。
Oh Lord.
何をやるか
And Alfie's just like, oh God, my friends. Fight, 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 fight.
ハンコックだ。そのままでどうして
I did do the Four Beasts dungeons too. Or, trials.
その他もろもろ心づけを代表してお持ちしたのです。
Nice.
おいらもう仁義のお届けに来たんだよ。白式の千里がおやつを求めてクラネに行った時、たまたまハンコックがその話をしてるのを聞いたそうでさ。
Didn't you say last time, Aoi, that Sotoban's also Nakayu?
聖戦神社のみんなで相談して秘蔵の神器天然の愛とフォーマ
I can hear it now, actually.
ことにしたんだよ。
Oh God, the Phoenix Blade. Sweet.
けど特にスダクと清流が心配しちゃってさ、渡すまでついてくるって言うから近場にいて信頼できる海賊衆に託そうとしたんだ。そしたらそこにハンコックもいてさ、よかったーって思ったんだけど、清流が今度はちゃんと見届けるまで帰ってくるなって。
Reading the text is funny, but just hearing him say it, dude, is kind of like it's hard. It's a little. It's a kind of very subtle, but you can kind of hear in his voice kind of a. He's given up. He's just kind of like, fine, kind of tone to his voice.
そういうのをもろもろ集めた結果、かなりの量になりまして、加えて一刻も早くとのことでしたので、自身の素晴らしい船に乗せていただいた次第です。しかし、それだけ多くの神器や魔器を集めたとなると、多額の費用がかかったのではないだろうか。
We're really worried about money at this point because, like, it is the end of the world.
もしや後から請求されることを案じてますね。
Oh boy.
しかしご心配なく。東アルデナード商会としましては、ロロリト会長の指示のもと、将来も見据えて悪くないようにやっておりますのでね。
Totoro is eternal. This is true.
加えて、
です
暁からはすでに資金提供を受けております。それを使って揃えてきた品々ですから、正真正銘、皆さんの戦利品です。すでに資金提供？それは。
私をケチなだけの金庫番だと思い出しちゃったか？
イエーイ
必要な時にはドローン
my darling Tataru, you are wonderful.
それだけではありません。今回は超強力なパトロンが力添えをしてくださいました。
I wonder in her if their scripts, for her script specifically, they like bold certain kana and stuff, make sure she emphasizes it the way she does. Yeah, I've done all the Omegas. Like I said, the only 8-player raids I have not done at this point are the ones for Endwalker, obviously, and Eden. I've done all of the ones, did all of Bahamut, did all of the ones in Heaven's Ward was Omega, right? So Shadowbringers was Lords and Sky Pirates. And so Shadowbringers was I don't know, I've lost track at this point.
暁の設立当初、まだ資金の乏しい冬の時代、そんな頃からこっそり支援してくださったこのお方ってお母様？
Wait, what?
アメリアンス。
Oh.
あら、私はあくまで中立よ。けれど、あなたが頑張って用意してくれている箱舟にもうちの金庫を乗せたりはできないでしょ。
All right, okay.
だったら開けてしまってもいいかなって。使えるうちに使ってこそのお金だもの。
This is amazing, and I love her now too.
しかし、これだけの短時間によく連携が取れたな。派遣団に参加していた連中以外に。
Sorry, I can't laugh too loud. People are trying to sleep. Oh my god. That was great.
そこはほら、私にもつてがあるって言ったでしょ。
I just the nah. Just oh my god. I could watch that over and over again. That was great.
あなたがクルルと組んでたの？
Oh hey, how's it going, buddy?
オタクらとラビリンソスで別れた後、改めてこのお嬢ちゃんから手紙をもらったんだよ。
Lalafel's indeed OP.
暁が何を目的としてるか、それから世界中を飛び回ってるグリーナーの足と連絡網をいざって時には貸してほしいってな。俺らにシャーレンを裏切るつもりはない。これまで命じられてきた収集が月へ知識を運び出すためだったってのもまあいい。だがな、俺らは自分で集めたからこそ知ってるんだ。この星にはまだまだ道がたくさんあるってこと。だから週末と抗う道を探してる暁に手を貸した。もっとも人使いの荒さにかけてはオタクらと同じくらいだったけどな。てなわけでグリーナーズギルドシップが総力を上げて連れてきたぜ。これが最後の助っ人たちだ。
Dude, so much respect for you, Aaronville.
よう、宇宙を行く船を作ってるんだって。 これまで我が社を散々巻き込んできたんだ。そんな面白そうな案件にだけのけ者ってことはないかな。
シド、みんな。
ガーロンドアイアンワークス参上だ。集まった素材を箱舟に組み込む役目、俺たちにも手伝わせてくれ。私たちはクルーさんから要請を受けてモールナのダラガム兵へ向かいました。
It's our boys.
とはいえ、かの貿易港を相手取るとなると、暁の残存メンバーだけでは厳しいものがある。
And it's just hearing the theme in the background is just, oh my god, this is beautiful. This is freaking beautiful.
そこへウィーナーの呼びかけによってイビルシャイアのトレジャーハンターたちが駆けつけてくれたのです。
Oh, nice.
その一団の中には多くのゴブリン族の姿もありました。
I did do all of
イ
Alexander.
ビルシャイアを仕切るスローフィクス氏が以前ご族女のラウンドロックスが受けた恩に報いるとして一味を率いてきてくれたのです。
Oh man.
バラグの貿易港対ゴブリン族の気候兵器、爆発やまぬあの熱い戦いを皆さんにもお見せしたかったくらいですよ。
Nice.
で、お前はどうした？分身とはいえ、週末の最中にお前が来たんだ。野暮用じゃなさそうだな。
まずは君たちにお礼を。ガレマルドに向かった者たちを助けてくれたこと、心より感謝申し上げる。
First, let me thank you for everything.
島を離れる決断をしたとはいえ、彼らは大切なラザハンの民だ。繰り出された者がいて本当に良かった。加えて君たちは週末に抗うことを諦めていないという。ならばこの星の一員として協力をさせてもらいたい。以前我が父の話をしたのを覚えているだろうか。クソ、ミドガルゾールムは星渡る竜だった。その鱗は生涯の薄いエーテルさえもよく捉え、長く遠くへと渡る力に変えたという。故に君たちが星渡る船を作るというのなら、父の鱗を託してはどうかと考えた。そして血族たちに竜の方向で問うてみたのだ。アジガヤからはいつものことだが返事がなかった。
Well, okay, yeah.
ディアマットはよしと言った。グレースベルグも彼方からよしと返してくれた。
We didn't really do much with Azjet, did we? Like, I know Tiamat we freaking helped out. I did that on very specifically. I remember doing that. Same with Endwalker.
もって父もひとときまどろみから浮き上がり、私に告げた。で
What? Yeah, okay,
そう
sure.
するがよいと。だから私は源流の鱗を持ってきた。君たちが望む結末へと踏み出す力として使ってほしい。
Oh, wow, okay.
竜の鱗を組み込むにあたっては私たちがサポートをさせてもらうね。5本のレーリンを作った時の経験が活かせると思うんだ。
Oh, yeah.
なん て答え。奇跡でも起きたってのか。
I just like they're playing this, effectively playing the music like, okay, now the game is starting. It's like, oh god.
改めて見ないと正しいことは言えねえが、これだけの素材があれば 6% の壁にはたやすく飛び越えられる。それどころか、もっと遠い星までだって行けちまいそうだ。
Wait, stop, stop.
生きると最高のエーテルしかないのだ。
Okay. He's talking about having to make the greatest ether burner ever.
他ならぬ袋氏がこう言っているのだ。暁は取引の条件を満たしたと認めてやるべきではないかね。
Dad has a look on his face of like, shit. Music stops.
お父様。
お前たちがハイデリンに何を求めているのかはわからない。箱舟をどう使いたいと考えているのかもな。いずれにせよ、この局面でそれらに関与することは人の存亡、星の命運を左右するに等しいだ。多くの命を巻き込むことになる。しくじれば死敵どころで済みやしまい。その責任を負う覚悟はあるのか。
Yes, yes we do. Yes we are.
はい。すべての出会いが私の語る世界に中身をくれました。その上で私は世界を救いたいのです。ならば私も共に背負おう。お前たちがこれからなすことの責任を家族として分かち合わせてほしい。
And there are those that say Foreshell's heart grew 4 times larger that day.
お前たちが生まれた時、あの小さな手がこの指を握った時、私は胸が詰まる思いだった。
How the dad saved Endwalker. I mean, hi. And Helena was up.
知れないほどの愛しさとまばゆい幸せ、それから怒りにも似た激しい決意が込み上げてきたのだ。
You know, he's an amazingly 2 generations prior Asian dad. He really is. Which makes kind of sense to me based on who wrote this.
哲学者議会の一員で終末の予言を知っていた。そんなものにお前たちの未来を奪われたくはなかった。以来、私は月への脱出計画を推し進めてきた。何を切り捨て、誰に疎まれても構わなかった。手遅れになる方がよほど怖かったのだから。
Nothing was scarier than possibly not making it in time.
唯一捨てられないものがあったとしたら、それは父、ルイゾーだ。父はシャーレアンの使命に対し異なる考え方を持っていた。その考え方を父自身は 私は大人になるにつれ愚かだと感じるようになっていた。
I thought them foolish.
それでもどこかであの偉大な人ならば何か革新的なやり方でお前たちを救ってくれるのではと期待していたのだろう。だからお前たちが父と親しくすることをあえて止めはしなかったのだ。しかし父は果てた。家族とは何ら関係のない冬季カルテノの死で北洋へと飛来した高速艦を引き上げながら私は再び決意した。自分がお前たちを守らねばそのために今度こそ障害となる全てを切り捨てようと。たとえそれがお前たち自身の意志であってもだ。お前たちからどれほど憎まれようがとにかく計画を進め最後には無理やりにでも連れて行けばいい、そう考えていた。だが浅はかだったな。お前たちは私が思っているよりずっと多くのことを学び自分たちの足で求める方へと歩き始めていたようだ。
Yeah, no, Yudai-san, Chiba-san was a great actor.
私ばかりが守らねばと思っていたがお前たちはもう守りたいと願う側にいるのだな。
Yeah, no, I was gonna say, wait, no, not Chiba Yudai's not the right person. Yeah.
ええ、そうよ。見つけたの。大切なもの、大切な人たち、たくさんのかけがえのないもの。
それを知るまでの道のりは平坦ではなかっただろうによくここまで歩いてきたものだ。
Oh no. It had been that long since his son passed away.
すべてが無事に終わったらきっとお話ししましょう。私たちが見て、聞いて、感じて、考えたことを。
Yeah, Osugi Ren was the father, but yeah, the Mighty passed away, I think, what, 4 years ago, 5 years ago? More than that, maybe, at this point. But his father passed recently, too. That makes me sad, too. I need to get that on disc. I can't trust Netflix to have it forever.
この厳しくも素晴らしい世界のことを。
あら大変。ウルスナさんは2人からの手紙だってハラハラしちゃって読めなかったのよ。
Mom!
旅のお話なんて聞いたらどうなってしまうのかしら。
アメリアンス君たちにも度重なる非礼をお詫びせねばならない。 率直に言うと、アルヒロとアリゼネが危険を冒すのは暁のせいではないかと考えていた。特に君のことは。
Sorry.
だが、二人が多くの出会いを果たし、今ここに大勢が集っているのも君あっての結果なのだろう。ならば、どうかこれからも二人のことをよろしく頼む。
じゃあ、まずはこの場を動かさないとだな。みんな指示を待ってるみたいだぞ。ひとまず君から一声かけてはくれないか。君を慕ってきている者も多いだろうからね。
Uh-oh. Can I choose ... Lend us your strength. Our moment of triumph is close in hand with me. God, they're all such good options. And this is amazing swelling right now. Yeah, it just uses...
では、これより順次誘導をさせていただく。皆の尽力に感謝。そして、今しばらくご協力いただきたい。
That was intense. In a good way. And now it's nighttime and everyone's gone. My throat hurts from directing so many people to Labyrinthos, but that only proves we got our money's worth. I apologize for not informing you earlier of Aaronville's involvement. He was something of a contingency plan. Thank goodness we had him and his fellow Gleamers to hand, though. It would have been monstrously difficult to locate Sid and transport the Hannish delegation here otherwise. I had no idea how massive a weight it was until he lifted it off my shoulders. But more importantly, his words were an affirmation that the path we walked is the right one. A part of me might have been satisfied so long as my family and friends survived the final days. But to save this star is what we all want most. And if those same people believe that I can help to see it done, who am I to say otherwise? Come what may, I will fight for this world of ours to the very end. I cannot wait to see what our friends from the Ironworks do with that ship. Yeah, me either, actually. I'm really curious now. Hey look, it's a friend of mine. Unaided, these signs could never have gathered such a bounty. Refined adamantite, relics sacred and ancient alike. I find myself quite overcome. If I never see another crate again, it'll be too soon. Oh, thank cred. Sorry, you're my pal, aren't you? The time has come to proclaim our prize. Are you prepared? Liz sent a letter along with Gridania's contribution. It seems she traveled there to aid in their adamantite recovery. Evidently, journey to Gridania was quite the trial, as I was getting into the Dalamud Shard, as I was reaching its depths. I suspect she will have a few kind words to say about the elegance when next we meet. Yeah. We finally managed to clear the harbor, which means the rest is in the engineer's capable hands. Meanwhile, Father has issued us an invitation. As was agreed, he will reveal the means by which Hadelin may be contacted. We are to meet him at Poria when we are ready. Given the vital knowledge he holds, I suggest we leave without delay. It transpires, however, that the Farmer's methods of speaking with her is not without risks. I am curious to hear what those might entail. But regardless, be warned. Most of those who arrive for the Adventite have offered to stay and see to any remaining tasks that need doing. The farmer has already asked for my assistance in overseeing the process, so you don't need to worry about a thing. Thank you, Tataru. Thank you, Tataru. We're off to Poria then. I don't want any of you getting hurt, but I do hope you will bring as much information out of Hadelin as you can. For all we know, this is the one and only opportunity we'll get. Alright. Oh, I think this meant to do this. Associate level hunts. Da-da-da. Go his mouth. Yeah, okay. Turn this in real fast. Apologist and blah 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 blah. Sorry, I'm getting tired. I'm just gonna skip. This is not story important stuff, so I'm not gonna read it. And it's free XP, so why not? Okay, you know what? I'll get the next one later. You know, I was considering it, but now I'm kind of jazzed from this, so I'm gonna keep going for a little bit longer. Oh, gosh darn it. There we go. Yes. Yeah. I'm a little tired, but not super sleepy yet, so we'll see. I like that it puts me in the middle of a fountain. That's hilarious to me. Before I forget, though, let me go ahead and... Okay, we're good on gear. Alright, sir. I no longer consider you a complete prat. You have regained some respect in my eyes. I will also say that I, as a dad, I kind of get a lot of what he said. Honestly, I would feel the same about my own kid if this was the situation. So, Celessa, I've already shown the others inside. You will want to speak with Clara Lane. She has the key to the lift. Continue down after me. So we're finally going down to the last part of the sit area. You're with Mother Forestall, yes? Just step inside the lift here. Yes. There we go. Map's done. And I have not gotten any other quests yet, right? So, alright. From here, we proceed to the heart of Labyrinthos, and its most closely guarded secret. Thalmazin. It marks the beginning and end of our efforts. Once we delve to seek audience with the star, and once we will embark on our journey to the heavens. This way, if you'll please. Saraba Chikuyo. Sorry. Something like that. We're leaving, you know, like, you know, goodness gracious. Actually, this feels more like Macross than it does Star Blazers, so... Whoa. I should have shifted glamours, but oh well. Wow. I bid you welcome to Thamazin. Direct your attention towards its center to behold the ark over which we have long labored. As you can see, 'twas designed as a medium-sized craft, the better to reduce fuel consumption. Miniaturizing magics have been applied to the interior to ensure that the thrust-to-weight ratio does not place too great a limitation on its freight capacity. The Aether Burner, as you know, has been removed for further modification, but we shall reattach it soon enough. I've received word that Kokol and several of your allies are working on it with an intense fervor. They are sure to see it done. 'Twas by their expertise that many a prior disaster was averted. Yep. If anything, I fear they will not afford as much time for speaking with Adolin ere they finish. Point taken. Let us move on. I must warn you again, however, that even with the benefit of our device, to treat with her is not a simple feat. Yes, it's a TARDIS. It does look really cool. Also looks like kind of like the Nautilus from Nadia of the Blue Water. You feel it too, don't you? The ship is impressive, but it pales comparison to the vast primordial power beneath our feet. Twould seem enchantments most advanced have been woven into the ship's very bones. Wolfson and Boeda were doubtless called upon for their expertise in teleportation magics. It was the Elegants who first combined the mechanical and aetherial sciences into a revolutionary discipline. Given that this ship is nothing short of a technological marvel, in that precise vein, Elegant salvage should suit it well. I doubt this is what Aaronville meant when he said there remains much we do not know, but I still cannot believe everything was hidden underneath the city's hull this entire time. If meeting Halen proves difficult even for the form, then perhaps I... Oh, to the unformed idea at this phase, I'm afraid. I will duly inform you if anything comes of it. I can well imagine the zeal with which they're working on the Aether Burner, and all I can say is that I'm glad we have something to do other than get in their way. Once it's ready, we'll see to it that the ship is put to good use. To think how many generations labored for this end, and that we aim higher still. We must spare no preparation, and that means speaking with Hadelin, no matter the cost. We must learn of Hadelin's greater plan. We can only hope that she also knows the current location of Meteon. And we can do neither if we do not focus on whatever trial waits us within. Alright. I have done what I can to impress upon you the gravity of what lies ahead. Are you prepared? Alright. So the map is complete. Hooray. Her children, one and all. We make for the lift at the center of this chamber. Come. There are gonna be a lot of cutscenes, aren't there? Hour and a half. Yeah, okay, I think I'll stop here then, unfortunately. As much as I want to keep going. Goodness. 12:30. So if I go to bed at 2, I'll have 5.5 hours, give or take, before my school meeting. Five hours should be enough. Yeah, no, okay. Alright then. Yeah, no, I'm gonna go to bed. Thank you all for watching tonight. I should be back next Friday for a continuation of this. It's getting intense. Like, if I do promise that if I decide to play this more, that's anything other than just leveling and stuff like that, I will put out the notice and I will stream it, of course. I'll be back on Sunday with more Tevi for the non-Final Fantasy part of my streaming. But thank you all for watching and joining me. Yeah, this was quite a ride today. Jeez. Didn't expect all of that emotion at once. So yeah, let's see. So thank you for watching. Have a great night, everyone, or great day, depending where you are. And I will talk to you all soon. Good night, folks. See you next time. Yes, cry, 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 indeed. Take care, folks.